It'd be bad if that was blockaded all the way through. Aki research station, sir. Looks inactive, but Naki destroyer can't be too far away. Alright, let's attempt to contact the station. On it, sir. Getting a recorded message, sir. Seems to be from a personal log. Despite our best efforts, number 11 died today. Oh, do I wonder if we got the Beast Slayer? This is the one that's got a beast in it. And because of the shutdown, it appears we won't be receiving additional test subjects. My team wants to pack it in, terminating research we've spent on the last 5 years working on. But how can we give up now after all the work we've put in? Which is why I've decided to continue the research with myself as our next test subject. Maybe we will succeed, yet despite the chaos that goes on all around us, maybe we won't. I guess only time will tell. Send the commandos in, boys. Lean, check it out. Maybe Dr. Akara and her team are still inside. We're on it, sir. We're here, sir. Other than a few lab coats torn to shreds, the place is empty. Akara and her team must have left the place years ago. Can't blame them either. The place gives me the creeps. Plus, it smells weird. There we go. Order the commando team to continue their search. Continue on, Captain. You got it, sir. I'll check back momentarily. Charge those guns, grunts. Shit, the smell is strong now. We must be getting closer to whatever that thing is. Talk to me, Captain. What do you see? It's dark in here, sir. Real dark. But I think there's something in the corner over there. Take it down, soldiers. Lean with the retrograde advance. Captain? Captain? Sir, they're gone. I'm the only one left. That thing, it tore my grunts to pieces, then crawled into a ventilation shaft. That's okay, we got spares. Unless we got some kind of beast killer on board, there's not much else we can do here, sir. I'm a little rusty in that department myself. I hear you're the best at killing beasts, Lieutenant. I don't like to brag. It's unbecoming. But, you know, as they say, so is modesty. I'm pretty sure no one says that. You want this beast dead? Then yeah, I'm the person to do it. Man, she just loves to get that knife dirty. Oh, I'm here, sir. That thing really did a number on our team. I feel like I'm standing on the floor of a slaughterhouse. It's hiding from me, sir. Can't say I blame it. I'd hide from me too. Must be getting closer. The smell's bringing tears to my eyes. Tears of happiness. I love beast smell. Not something I would admit personally. Hold on. I think there's something crouched over there in the dark. There you are, ugly sucker, aren't you? Well, what are you waiting for? It's dead, sir. Sorry, now it's dead. Hey, Aka, how you doing? I'm good. Not 100% sure, but I think it's that scientist, sir. Dr. Akara. Her eyes. Damn thing had her eyes. I guess her experiment went a little off the rails. She's been guarding a nice collection of scrap, sir. Probably took all of it, that poor SOBs. She's slain over the years. Bring it back with me now. Oh, before I go, guess I should ask. You want the head? I don't think that'll be necessary, Lieutenant, but thank you. Just thought I'd ask. Yeah, some like the head. Very good. Okay, I'm going to the shipyard first in case we end up with another dive here. How you been, Logan? Nice, man. House Vicarelli beacon, sir, and it seems to have an old message stuck in it. Now let's listen to this stupid Vicar. Let's hear it, Ozu. Right away, Admiral. Doesn't seem to be working, sir. Looks like it wasn't high quality to begin with. House Vicarelli, truly the worst of the houses. Man, they really give it to this House Vicarelli place. Okay. Quark's cooling system, reload time minus 25%. That's auxiliary. Stealth engine. Squadrons with stealth ability are deployed with their stealth mode activated. Squadron speed 50% while stealth mode is activated. We don't have that. We could repair the big boys. I wonder if we just repair everything. We definitely repair that. Like, we've got a lot of scrap. What are these? A frigate Magneto. All within range, enemy units are forced to target this squadron. Oh, it's a phishing signal. Yeah, stealth engines are awesome with stealth units. Useless without it. Okay, let's repair these. I think having extra drones is good. Like, the drones are just really strong in against this enemy. Just want to check our things. And I think having the frigates it's only stopping us from getting a potential upgrade somewhere. So I'm kind of okay. I'm going to repair up, I think. Oh, they only had zero. Oh, I wasn't reading that. They only had 0 repairs. Yeah, that's okay. That's kind of cool. You can only repair a certain number of them. What the Quarks do? It's 20% reload time on the weapon. So I might get that depending upgrades, since... What are we going to get? 250 on that. I think that's fine. Let's get that one instead. What do we want? Heat. Heat really hasn't been an issue for a while. I might just get the hull structure just to be super safe. I'm fine with that. Jujak. Interesting. Oh, Jujak's where we're at. Okay. So our atmospheric scanner is detecting signs of civilization on this planet, but almost 0 heat signatures. Incoming message, sir. Hello. This is Admiral Idaho. We thought that maybe you had all died off. We're relieved that if you are receiving this message, our colony is no more. It's a recording, sir. Yeah, if you're using your weapons more offensively, I think it's pretty good. Play the rest of the recording. Let's hear the rest, Ozu. Of course, sir. Without functional omnis, life on our planet became too difficult. We experienced famine, disease, and meteorological disasters on a scale previously unimaginable. After years of suffering, our entire population down to a few thousand, we decided to join our family and friends in the next life. Please do not judge us for what we have done. We made the best decision we could in these difficult times. We have left behind a substantial amount of scrap on our planet. You are welcome to it. Lastly, if you are considering this alternative yourself, we hope this gives you the courage to go through with it. I want their scrap. Lean, form a team and collect the scrap. We're on our way, sir. It's a tarp! So we're here and there are no defense systems of any kind in operation. This is some of the easiest scrap we've collected yet. Any signs of the colonists? Unfortunately, yes, sir. They're scattered beneath a grove of Arcturus trees. Arcturus trees? Poison trees. The colonists ate its fruit. As far as deaths go, it's a painless one. They look almost peaceful lying there. Hard to be excited over this right now, I know, but it's a considerable haul we have. We're on our way back to the ship, sir. 88 scrap, decent. Alright, thank you. Sir, I have some bad news. Several of my grunts took their own lives. I guess they were encouraged by the colonist. Must have snuck some poisoned fruit on the shuttle. Some of those knuckleheads are in a Gehenna database. They'll be born again. I'd love to see the expressions on their faces when they are. But when they're born again, they won't know that they took the poisoned fruit and killed themselves. And neither will him. He? Eh. Alright. We are fully loaded up. We can get that final heat upgrade. Nice. I think that's a bit better than the squadron dock recovery. Just to be safe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Alright. Nice. Okay. Xenon's battleship. At last, Admiral Idaho. I've heard so much about you and your battleship. Sorry my cardinals couldn't be more hospitable. I assure you we take manners very seriously in the church. Which is why, before I kill you, I'm going to say a prayer for you. Put in a good word for wherever it is you're headed. An Imperial Admiral. You might be in for a nasty little surprise. You've proven yourself an enemy of the Empire, Xenon. Surrender, or I have no choice but to destroy you. Surrender? A Pope doesn't surrender. That would be unholy. Now let's get down to business. I have a sermon I want to wrap up. One on how I bravely smashed an evil Imperial battleship. The battle is imminent. Good luck, Admiral. He has 48 squadrons. 3 weapons. Oh, he's got 2 pierce lasers. They do hull damage. He also has reinforcements. Cruiser and frigates. Every 80 seconds stops movements and attacks all of your units on the battlefield for 8 seconds. Wow. I'm feeling a little undergunned here. However, he's going to kill off my units in 2 seconds of this attack, so the rest of his 6 seconds aren't actually doing anything. Still doesn't make me feel very good. So we want to make sure we don't have big boys on the board for this, because they'll take a lot of damage. I think we just want to get the little boys out, right? Start blowing stuff up. Basilisk is a stasis, doesn't actually attack anything, so we want the fighters are probably the worst one here, I think, for us. We can do it, we'll be fine. Did we have a full squadron we could get? Patched up bigger boys, okay, that's fine. Go. Those ones came out straight away. How are we looking here? Not very good. That's how we're looking. That is a lot of enemies all at once. So I think we just need to, like... This could potentially be an attrition fight, right? But he's going to have reserves. He has to have reserves coming in. Oh, that's a stasis one. So there's fighters and a frigate there, which aren't too bad. And then the Okay. Like, my fighters are going to die to his frigates. What is that one? Oh, that's the Impaler. So I probably should take the Impaler out since it can't, you know, since it's constantly doing damage. This would be where, like, the... Oh, we've got the shield. Oh, this one just destroying my hull. Okay. Oh, he's going to do a lot of damage. That's good. That's okay. Fight like this would be where, yeah, I mean, the shield guy's going to be good, but the one that repairs hull would also be good. Oh, it's using its weapons to kill off my drones. Feels a little cheesy. Okay. Everyone on this ship. How do I move them? Oh, they're bender driving? Okay. Get that shield. Do we want to get the long knees out? I think we have to, right? Man, I probably don't want them out. Should I bring them back in for that? Yeah, it's a pretty big Tesla, wasn't it? No, I have to destroy this. Can we get one down before the cryo wave? Come on. Nah. Get it, get it, get it. Okay, that's really good. Yeah, the wave freezes enemies as well. It freezes everything, but it just... I don't know what it was doing to us. Yeah, but it's doing a lot more to them. Like, I've only got one unit out at the moment. That's a basilisk, so... Just get wrecked. Can you just get everyone out of there? Whoops. That was an accident. Are they taking damage from... They're taking damage from the hull dude. This is possibly a reason to be attacking hull. Okay, but we did manage to... Did manage to pull them back. The cryo wave's coming in, so they get all frozen. Oh, cryo wave did nothing. Right, so they don't actually freeze their units in the cryo wave. I think it just looked like that because I was paused at the time and the hull explosion had pushed them back. We negated a cryo wave. Oh, Corin, congratulations, man! You won the last month's giveaway. You're welcome, dude. Thank you so much for all the support. Okay. Our hull almost got back to full again. Man, it's sniping me with its weapons, the jerk. I've only got range left. Okay, what's the range on this guy? He doesn't have a shot? Oh, these guys can't shoot anything. They don't actually shoot anything. Oh, they do. My bad. Why am I only reading the stasis? They do. They've got range 2. Why was I think? For some reason I thought these guys couldn't shoot. They were just stasising. Yes, they do. Okay. That's okay. The longbows can actually come into play now. Okay. If I take that one out. Okay, so then it pushes us away so we don't take the damage. Oh, into that stun. That's brutal. There's the freeze. So you think you're going to save the Empire, do you? You're not going to save anything. All will still die in his clusters, I assure you. Ask why Xenon shut down the Omnis. Why? Why did you shut down the Omnis down? Why did you shut the Omnis down, Xenon? Despite what you believe, I didn't. But you had a motive. Look at how your power has grown. Yes, well, that power has been most unexpected. What do you mean? When the shutdown occurred, I did not know what would happen. I feared the end of the Church of Singularity and the end of myself as its Pope. So I adapted. I had to. It was that or lose my position and become like everyone else. Luckily, my disciples believed I was the prophet I claimed to be. They believed the Omnis shut down because we had not worshipped them well enough. Why did they believe what was so obviously a lie? Because the truth, which was that their gods had shut down and would never turn on again, that their gods were in fact not gods, was too painful. They turned to make-believe, to fantasy, and I was happy to provide that for them. No, Admiral, I did not shut down the machines, contrary to what you've heard. But then why have you hunted our ship in your sectors? You are a naive one, aren't you? The preservation of power of a kingdom. It's been nice not having Oberon breathing down my neck these last 20 years. And if you didn't do it, who or what did? Let me ask you something, Admiral. Who had the most to gain from messing with Oberon's machines? Who was it who hated Oberon the most? I'll tell you. House Aki Barasung, House Kosh Buendia. No one despised Oberon more than they. But why did they hate him? Because the old man had them under his thumb for centuries. They dreamed of becoming rich and powerful as House Telos, but they never could. He would never let them. Your culprit is one of them, Admiral. I'm certain. Okay. Ooh, relationship between Church and Oberon. Tell me about the relationship that the Church had with the Oberon. The relationship? Yes. Your Emperor founded the Church, Admiral. That was the relationship. You lie. Why lie when I'm so close to death? Oberon created a religion to cement the importance and permanence of the Omnis in his empire. Why keep that a secret? To help with the illusion that the machines truly were gods, and not just the invention of a machine invented by a man, which is what they are. Oberon needed people to believe the Omnis were holy things so as not to question a world, an empire, a galaxy revolving around their existence, and to secure his place in the center of that empire as its immovable emperor. Ooh, ask if Xenon ever believed in the Church. Did you ever believe the Omnis were gods? Or was your belief always a lie? Yes, when I was a young man, the Omnis were the reason I left my home planet and joined the clergy. My parents were aristocrats in the House Telos with a couple of Omnis of their own. I found that so much of who you are as a young person is merely an act of rebellion against your parents. They despised the Church, so I loved it. Unfortunately, at the time I started to lose my faith, I developed insatiable hunger for power. By then, my only chance to satisfy my appetite was to rise within the ranks of the Church. So I did, quickly, my greed and enjoyment of that greed far outweighing any mortal unrest that I had, which, truth be told, was probably very little to begin with. Yes, Admiral, for a time I did believe, but that was a long time ago. Do you know anything about me, Xenon? Only that you are Oberon's best Admiral, and that you died on Ganymar, vitrifying the survivalists. Of course, now I can see that it was a mistake. I suppose that's just another ruse by the old man to keep his best weapon hidden. But why do you ask, Admiral? You have a touch of egomania in you too, I can see. Careful. The time has come to surrender, Xenon. Do so and your life will be spared. I promise you. Be that as it may, Admiral, I have no intent on surrendering. To be honest, I don't really see the point. What do you mean? I am dying. We all are here in these sectors. The rich, the poor, the believing, the non-believing. I would imagine it's the same in all clusters. Without active Omnis, we're doomed. We have 10, 15 years left at most. I'd prefer to die now than spend that time in an Imperial brig, no matter how spacious it may be. Sorry, Admiral. You'll have to finish what you started. I'm glad we won. Don't get me wrong. But I kind of have mixed feelings about defeating the Pope of a religion that thinks I'm a god. Know what I mean, Admiral? I'm not even going to answer that. So, do you believe what Xenon said? That the Church of Singularity didn't shut down the Omnis after all? I do, Machine. Xenon had no reason to lie with his death so near. No, I believe he was telling us the truth. So we've eliminated another suspect, but now we have 2 more to add to the list. House Akibarasung and House Kosh Buendia. Okay, let's have a look. Xenon mentioned House Akibarasung and Kosh Buendia, but he wasn't the only one. So did Vond, the Imperial Fleet veteran we arrested. Do you believe these houses may have something to do with the shutdown machine? The great houses, and next to House Telos, the most powerful in all the Empire. They have existed since the dawn of the Empire, 700 years ago, but it seems they never had enough power, not for their taste anyway. No, it's not unlikely they had something to do with all of this, Admiral. Jealousy and greed are highly motivating factors, among humans, that is. Tell me more about House Akibarasung, Caliban. Besides House Telos, they're probably the wealthiest house in all the clusters. Well, they were anyway. In addition to more traditional Omni-related business pursuits, House AS invested heavily in biological and chemical engineering. Why? As a way to compete with House Telos, which because of positronic chip quota had large advantage in Omni industries. Biochem and engineering also play a significant part in their culture. They use it to better their intelligence and beauty. Though their standards, especially for beauty, may be considerably different from House Telos. What else can you tell me about the Akis? The Akis also have means to add to their considerable fortune, have resorted to less legal means of commerce. You're telling me they've broken Imperial law? Yes, in the past, quite a bit. They frequently engaged in questionable practices, extortion and gambling being in their specialties. Why didn't the Emperor Oberon stop them? I believe he's tried, but not even Emperor Oberon has the resources to completely stop them. Our galaxy is too large. We've heard all of those ones. Try to recall an emotionally linked... I thought maybe what Vaughn said about the original Idaho's death might trigger something. Anything. I'm still not remembering any of my emotional memories. As I've said before, you must be patient. Your emotional memories will return when they're ready to return. And remember, tell me as soon as they do. It's very important. So you never heard that story about the original Idaho's death? Not once, nor do I know the biographical information of my clones. I assume Oberon didn't want me to know. Nope. Don't hear about those. Who or what most likely shut down the machines? I wonder if he's going to say anything different. We'll check that one as well. Who or what do you think most likely turned off the Omnis? I believe a human or group of humans is most likely behind the shutdown. Somehow, they accessed all Omnis, not including me, via the FoldNet, which Gehenna is not connected to, and interfered with our programming. But as embarrassing it is to be a bit, I still do not know who accessed the Omnis nor how at this time. Now, Oberon's immortal. Remind me what we learned about Oberon's immortality tech. We, or rather you, learned from a zealot that Oberon has an immortality machine in Elysium. This machine is almost identical to the ones we Calibans use to produce your clones. This tech is what has allowed Oberon to live so long. 800 years. We also learned that it's illegal for anyone else to have a cloning machine in the Empire. We have hundreds in Gehenna. Yes, but no one knows about us, and I'd prefer to keep it that way. Fair enough. Fair enough. Enough chit-chat. The time has come to push on, machine. Who do we investigate first? House Akibarasung or Kosh Buendia? At this time they seem equally guilty. Based on my knowledge of the Folder hub map, it will take us less time to travel to the Aki cluster. Why don't we start there? Then it's settled. We leave as soon as we possibly can for the Aki cluster. The fate of the Empire depends on it. This game's really cool. Really cool. New battleship unlocked. Jericho class. More suns? To borrow, Tiblos, to borrow.